Can civil disobedience exist without a public sphere? Imagine standing in a crowded square or a busy street, holding a sign that says you oppose a law. Now picture doing that in secret. Can that still be called civil disobedience? Civil disobedience is all about making a moral statement in front of others. It is a deliberate act of breaking laws peacefully to protest injustice. The key part is that it's done openly, with witnesses. Without witnesses, it loses its power to communicate a moral message. The reason is simple. Civil disobedience aims to persuade the public and leaders that change is needed. When you act in front of others, you show your sincerity and hope to inspire them. It's a way of saying, "Look at what I am willing to risk for justice." If no one sees it, the act becomes just a secret crime, not a moral protest. The public sphere is where this moral dialogue happens. It can be a town square, a street, or even social media. The important part is that others can see, hear, and respond to the act. This interaction helps shape public opinion and can pressure governments to change. Even in authoritarian countries where free speech is limited, civil disobedience has taken place. Sometimes it happens in small groups or through acts that create their own public space. For example, a protest in a hidden location or a silent sit-in in a restricted area. These acts are still meant to be seen, even if the official public sphere is blocked. But if someone breaks a law secretly, they cannot claim to be engaging in civil disobedience. They are not appealing to the moral sense of the community. They are just breaking laws without trying to influence others. The moral message gets lost without visibility. From a political point of view, civil disobedience needs a public space to work. Its goal is to influence public opinion and push for change. If no one witnesses the act, it cannot serve as a signal to others or to authorities. It becomes ineffective as a tool for social change. In the most extreme case, in a totalitarian state with no public sphere at all, acts of moral resistance might still happen. But they would no longer be civil disobedience in the traditional sense. They would be personal acts of defiance, not shared protests aimed at social or political change. So, the connection between civil disobedience and the public sphere is fundamental. The act's moral and political power depends on being seen and understood by others. Without that space for visibility and dialogue, civil disobedience cannot truly exist as a moral or social force. It needs witnesses, it needs an audience, to fulfill its purpose of inspiring change and expressing conscience.